Hey everyone, welcome back to Beach Angel Tarot. I'm going to do my weekly energy reading. And I think last week we incorporated a bit of the full moon into the reading, but this reading is just going to be this week's energies. It is timeless as well. So I'm going to pull from a soulful woman, and we're going to get a message to everyone from your higher self, your soul self, your soul's message to you for this week, and see what it has for us. That's a lot. Soul self message. We have grace. When I open to the deep source of grace, the flow of my life feels effortless and vibrant. I'm going to put that there. So I'm going to read from the booklet. When I open to grace, the flow of my life feels effortless and vibrant. Illuminated by the exquisite light of grace, I can see that I am part of something far greater than my physical form. Connected to the magnificent presence of grace, I experience kindness and abundance, both within me and around me. Grace grows in me each time I give thanks for all the good that is in my life. I notice the wisdom of grace when something that was blocked starts to flow again, or when the answer to a difficult problem arises unexpectedly. I remember to ask for grace, and I wanted to say, I literally saw a promise. I promise to ask for grace. I am open to its blessing. So, what I got out of this was the part that popped to me. I noticed the wisdom of grace when something that was blocked starts to flow again. Grace grows in me each time I give thanks for all that is good in my life. So there is something that is blocked that is going to start to flow again, or when an answer to a difficult problem arrives unexpectedly. So that's the message. There's something that was blocked that is going to flow again, and an answer to a difficult problem will arrive to you unexpectedly. So if you're having a difficulty, you will get an answer to something. If something is blocked or not moving, it's going to start to flow again. They are saying promise to ask for grace. So because I saw it that way, I promise to ask for grace. So I feel like Spirit is asking you to promise to ask them for grace. So it's like they're asking you to work with them and ask for grace, and that's going to help this obstacle move. Things are going to start to move again, and there's going to be an answer to a difficult problem. I'm going to hold it up for those that want to kind of still shot it and read it for yourself. Number 47 or 11. So it could be, I know we're almost in October. It could be something that, wraps up or concludes in, not October, but November. I'm getting 11/11 too. So even though this is a weekly reading, sometimes they point to things that are, but remember to talk to them, ask them for the grace. Let's do a crystal message too, just to see if it adds anything to this message. What crystal wants to appear here for? And I feel it's this one. We have rose quartz. Are you ready for a new relationship? Do you wish to improve a relationship you are in? Begin by romancing yourself. You are worthy of a deep, fulfilling relationship. Love yourself as you wish to be loved. Cultivate your friendships and be open to romance. So this could have to do with relationship. I love myself and I enjoy my own company. I am grateful for my friends and other people of importance to me, and I enjoy spending time with them. My heart is open. I encourage romance in my life. So, our first relationship is with ourselves, right? Our most important, regardless. So it can be self-love. But if there's an area in your life with a relationship, romantic or otherwise, that has been problematic, that has been stagnant, or has obstacles in place, these are definitely, you know, pointing to that, because I asked for more confirmation on what this, you know, grace energy was helping, and it came up with the rose quartz in the relationship aspect. But I'm going to hold it up for those that may want to, or can kind of still shot it and look at it that way. And I don't ever put an intention on these readings. I just let spirit talk. Usually for me, for whatever the reason, relationships come through. And so I allow that to come through, but I never put that intention, because we could be talking about anything in these readings, for spirituality, or our finances, our career purpose, our journey. There's a lot of other things going on besides romantic relationships, although that seems to be a big one that people struggle with. But it starts with self, right? So that relationship with self is coming up. So I'm not going to pull another from there. I do feel like pulling another one here, and then we're going to do the reading, I promise. So we're going to pull from the earth and sky. I just feel like there may be one more thing that wants to come through her. I feel it's this one, and it's bear. Reserved nature, independent, routine and familiarity, protective and fierce. And the undercurrent is eclipse, significant event, major shifts and upheavals, shocks and surprises, new tools for change. So I'm not really going to elaborate on that. I'm going to let you add these energies to your situation and however you feel it comes to you. Like these energies, these words could be part of the relationship dynamic. This could be part of what's going to happen, or have something to do with the things that are going to happen or shift. I think there's 2 powerful eclipses coming up towards the end of the year. There's a partial lunar eclipse, I think, and a full solar eclipse. So around that time frame, and I think those are out in November, December. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's bad when we see upheaval, shock, surprises, but it says new tools for change. In whatever way. So it can be a good change, right? It doesn't necessarily mean it's bad change. So I'm going to focus on the week ahead. 5-card spread. So, our first, this wants to keep sliding off. Our first message is from the angels, urgent message to us for this week, and it is, brothers and sisters, to get along with others, see the love and the best within them. So this can be literal family. Perhaps that's what the relationship energy was with. For some, this may be siblings, right? Doesn't necessarily, like I said, have to do all romantical. But there is a camaraderie kind of feeling coming up, a togetherness, an in syncness. The word familiarity on the bear is coming up with this. You know, our siblings, we are very familiar with them because we've grown with them, right? There's a sense of soul family. and masculine, feminine. They're pointing out to me the brothers and sisters. This doesn't say brothers and brothers, doesn't say sisters and sisters. There is a masculine and feminine familiarity here in this message that's coming to us. See the love and the best within them. See the likeness. The likeness within them. Don't see the differences. See the familiarity within each other. Look for the common grounds. Okay? Don't focus on the differences. Look for the common ground this week. Or someone could be doing that. Or there's a need to. 5 of Pumpkins. I usually don't do reversals, but I do feel it may factor in here. 5s are all about change, and there's a change on the earth plane is the words I'm hearing in the physical and the 3D. 5 is, I'm feeling 5D, 3D. It's like 5D coming into 3D somehow. There's an energy here. And again, this looks like family, right? They're holding hands. This could be, again, brother and sister energy. But to me, it's a change in the physical with somebody that you may be feeling or have had been on the outs with, especially with the opening message, right? So it could be somebody that you've experienced a physical parting from, or in the physical there is, this is a card of loss, a card of feeling left out in the cold. So, but with it in reverse, meaning the reversal of, in the upright, it's being left out in the cold and not being able to get any warmth or connection or companionship, right? Or help, or not feeling helped, feeling abandoned, right? But coming in reversal, that means there's a change to this. Again, the upheaval energy of this card, right? So there's an upheaval of that energy, which means we're going to be coming out of that. But there is a message going along with it that even though we may not be brothers, sisters, there is a masculine and feminine feel to this, just by the words, right? They were pointing that out to me, that these aren't the same gender, they're different genders. And within that holds its own vibration, right? It's a collective vibration of the masculine, and then there's a collective vibration of the feminine that holds a lot of patterning from the past. So we're talking to you about this with your own individual situation, but we're also coming to it from a collective viewpoint. But it can play out in fragments within each person's individual situation. So keep that part in mind, and to help solve this issue, to help, upheave this and bring us out of this energy, the key here is to look at the common ground, look at the familiarities versus the non-familiar. There's a specific word that I can't think of the word I want to say. But look at the common ground, let's put it that way. Look more at the common ground, more at what you have in common versus the things that you don't have, like viewpoints or what have you. So it's to get along with others, see the love and the best within them. And it's not to say to be a doormat. It's not to allow other people to walk on you or to take advantage of you. That's not what we're talking about. This is looking at someone beyond their egoic self. It's going back to the same that's within them. It's like namaste. It's nodding to the spirit within you. That's the spirit's within me. I guess there's another saying with that namaste, but it's that feeling that they're giving me. It's honoring that place within that person. It is the same place within you. Our soul self, our spiritual part of ourselves, right? It's like going beyond the egoic self. So that's the message that's coming up, is important this week, and something to think about, because I feel like in the 3D we're going to see an upheaval on the 3D level, because there is a I don't want to say channeling down, but there is a incoming energy from the 5D into the 3D plane that is going to kind of stir things up, and to hold on to that common ground is what they're saying. Because this feels, even the visual on here in the background feels a little turbulent. It feels like waves kind of going and being swept around. So there is a little bit of a disturbance, a stirring up, if you will, especially, like I said, when you put it with this. And to kind of steady yourself, look for the familiar, honor that place within each other that is the same. And kind of, for right now in this moment when this occurs, kind of let the other things that occurred go. Not to say that you're overlooking them, But right now it's important to kind of hold on to that common space is what I'm getting. Something the angels can see above we can't see down here, we're not seeing it correctly, is true. They can see the truth. Yes, what you're asking for, or what you're asking about is the truth. For me, this is the energy. What they can see above is the truth. Truth. For me, only love is real. You know, everything else is an illusion. You know, fear is an illusion because it's fear and love. There's only those two. And well, it's not the only two ends of the spectrum, but those are the end of those two spectrums. And so they can see the ultimate truth, and the ultimate truth is only love, because that those words, you know, only love is real. Kind of, I think last week's, you know, maybe it was my vampire lovers had the card that said that. It was the angel card here, peace, and it even says only love is real. But that energy is here. So the truth is seen by the angels. We're not seeing the truth. Yes, what you're asking about is the truth. So if you've asked a question, the answer is yes. But I feel this is an ultimate truth, that the angels can see the ultimate truth where we're not really seeing that. I see the star energy here too. 7 of Swords, again, is a reversal feel to it. Even though I don't do reversals, 7 of Swords talks about lies. And they're seeing the truth. And this was in reverse. So what they can see high above that we can't see down here is they can see beyond the trickery. They can see beyond the betrayal. They can see the truth behind these things that can cause all this pain. That can cause the physical, this mental strategy, if you will, to try to get away with something, or to lie, or to be deceitful, or to wear a mask, can cause this. You know, it can cause the 5 of Pentacles in the physical. It can cause that abandonment, that feeling left out in the cold, the wounding of the egoic self. So they can see the truth of that and everything that lies beneath these lies, betrayals, and things that are just not cool, right? That cause the physical abandonments situations. So that's what they can see above that we can't see down here. They can see the ultimate truth. They can see the love that is behind. And that kind of seems like an oxymoron. We see the love behind the lies and the betrayal, but it's only because of wounding, maybe from, you know, our own past, our own upbringing, our own patterns that are embedded in the masculine and feminine from eons ago, right? It's all vibrating within each of us, and add in our own life experiences and all that, and we can get caught up in an egoic storm, if you will. And so Spirit is telling us they can see the truth high above that, and the mask that is placed there to protect ourselves and to try to escape, because, you know, that truth, that clarity, that light being exposed in all that love can be, you know, hard as it is to imagine. It's something that we strive for, but yet when it's shined upon us, it can be very you can feel very vulnerable. We can be feeling exposed, if you will. So they are seeing some truth behind this energy, and they are wanting to point that out. So they're seeing the truth behind any lies, any deceits, or why they occurred. So they want to assure you that they see the bigger picture and all those other messages. Very interesting. What we can do to help the angels help us with all this week and to get through this, because I feel like this is a process that's going to occur regardless because of the upheaval. This feels very much like the Tower, you know, and it can shake loose a lot of this debris and a lot of these feelings to kind of clear them. So there's going to be a lot of like, maybe feeling unrest, but it's going to end up in a good note. What can we help? What can we do to help this process this week? And it is to talk about your feelings. Tell a friend how you feel. So this could literally be clearing the air. I'm not telling anyone to reach out to someone. I'm not telling anybody to do that. But if the opportunity would present itself, and you feel it resonates for you, and you're in that space and in that mind frame and in that mindset, go ahead and to talk about your feelings with that person if you feel guided. If you don't, just talk about it to the angels, right? Promise to ask for that grace. We're going to go back to the opening message where I was reading that, and I saw it as not remember to ask for grace. I saw it as promise to ask for grace. So another one of the things you can do is to talk to the angels in that way. Also use rose quartz. It doesn't have to be shaped like a heart. You can utilize the rose quartz. If you don't have one, you can just Google the image and kind of look at it or bring it up in your mind's eye and meditate on that. So using that energy and that vibration this week is going to help them. but to talk about your feelings. So express your feelings with the other person if you're having an issue with them. If you don't feel guided to do that, talk to the angels about them or journal them. And we have 3 of pumpkins, and it was in the upright. So this is talking about collaboration, working together in the 3D. I'm getting a real strong 3D vibe here. So there's a feeling that wanted to come there. I'm going to kind of see here. Something to do that help the angels help us through this process. Even though this is the 3 of pumpkins, I still only see one person in this. 3 of pumpkins is the 3 of pentacles. I still only see one person in here. Being open to working together. Just simply being open to working together. Talking about your feelings. Working on talking about your feelings. Doing anything like journaling, because that's in the physical. Any of these things. I'm not really seeing anything beyond that. I'm not really kind of getting what they're pointing to. There seems to be one certain aspect here, but certainly if the opportunity to share your feelings with in the 3D with a specific person you're having an issue with arises for you, go ahead and do that, right? That is going to be the most helpful thing. But if not with that specific person in general, collaborating with the angels on your feelings, expressing your angels, maybe getting it out on paper. This feels very tangible, being able to kind of put it out in front of you and look at it and analyze it rationally, you know, so maybe putting it into words and kind of reading it back to yourself. This is going to perhaps help the energies shift this week as well. So this next one is an angel whispers. This is a secret you do not know. And we have pets. You love and understand animals, which gosh dang it, dogs for me have been huge. I have many, many dreams, night dreams of dogs. And it's like, wow. So this is a secret we do not know. There is a pet on the path there. For some reason, I wanted to pick up this angel. I may still look at it. And we have Ace of Cups. Wow. Ace of Cups is a new love, new energy. It could be self-love. I do want to take a peek here. And this one was passion. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career was here. And because I was touching it, I wanted to pick it up. So I wanted to see what it was. The angels. This is a secret we do not know. So a new pet. So for some of us, a new love. You know, you love and understand animals. So for some, this is literally a new pet is coming your way, or a new pet is going to have a huge effect on your path, right? You can see these animals on the path, on the journey. So it can literally be that. Dog also represents unconditional love. So there is, you know, at a base level, energetic level, I'd say there's going to be new unconditional love being presented here, overflowing, emotions overflowing, right? Being understood, being loved and understood. You love and understand, and they love and understand. So there's love and understanding. There's new love and understanding. There is an emotional outpouring here. That is the base message, but for some, you may literally be being involved with pets on your path coming forward. So that is, and this is going to be a passion for some. But for others, that there has been maybe an absence of that understanding and love in your love life, there's going to be a renewal of that. You know, just reading the words in general, love and understanding. And there's going to be a renewed passion in your, and for me, career is like purpose. So there's going to be a new love and understanding in your love life and your purpose, because they are standing on the path. So there's going to be a renewal of that at a base energy message. Something good that's going to come to completion, or you're going to see in a good way here soon. I say by the end of the week, but these are timeless. So whatever time you want to put on, one step at a time. Lots of little steps make big dreams come true. I see a rainbow there. And we have the devil. I'm getting a Capricorn. Devil always gives me the Capricorn vibe. And she's kind of walking these 3. So like kind of getting a dog walking vibe. It's energy here with the pets. But something that's going to come to a good completion. Can be walking away from things that have bound us. That the devil talks about restrictions, fears, obsessions, things that aren't good for us. It take, you know, kind of shadow side energy, right? So this can be working through your shadows, taking steps to clear that type of energy. You're not going to rid yourself, I don't think, totally 100% of devil energy. It serves its purpose, and we work through that kind of energy in phases throughout our whole life. But I definitely feel like walking away from this a bit more. Lots of little steps make big dreams come true. And she's walking little steps, and there's little people on her cord, so little steps. It can be I had a sense of that collaboration too. It can be teamwork as well. So being helped, having a teamwork is coming up too. But I feel like moving away from things that can be restricting and binding you to things that kind of can hold you back. Moving away from them in steps help you realize your dreams. But I feel a sense of being helped along with those steps. I feel like you're going to be helped along with those steps is something that's coming. And I feel like a blessing in disguise. I feel like something bad, or perceived as bad, that has happened, is actually adding to your progress. It's like giving me a feeling of a blessing in disguise. Maybe you're seeing it because we're seeing the rainbow after the storm here. I feel like what's coming soon is you're going to realize, you're going to see relief of a problematic situation. You're going to see the rainbow, the result of having walked through that fire. I feel like a fire walk. I feel like I've gone through a lot of here. But all these things, all this added to the big dream, the big picture. And soon you're going to see that realized. You're going to have a realization of how all that added has taken you to this point at this time. And after that storm clears, and we did have that upheaval, right? So soon this is all going to occur. Like this may, again, like I said, this may flare a bit more. But you're going to see how it kind of moved things along. How it got things going. How it lit a fire literally under your bum for some, to move the energy around you, to put you in the most advantageous place. Or had you not gone through that, you wouldn't be in that place, or you wouldn't realize the color within it. You wouldn't realize the richness within it to the degree that you do had you not gone through this. You may still have ended up there, but it may be like, oh, I'm here. But now that you've gone through this, you're like, oh my freaking God, I'm here. Look at the colors in this freaking rainbow, Can't believe I'm over here. It's like going to be a different perspective, or you're going to end up in a much better place. And there's going to be soon a realization of it. Okay. It could be out into Capricorn. I'm getting like a November, December vibe here, but doesn't necessarily have to be, can be this week for some, can be going in phases, but I do feel some more things coming up to clear all those energies that we talked about in the beginning, but ending up in that beautiful place and realizing the things that maybe tormented you or you had to go through really added to the end result in a very beautiful, vibrant is the word, wants to come, beautiful, vibrant way. So hopefully everyone has enjoyed this reading. Did we see our superpower? Our superpower this week. Let's look at our superpower. And it is try something new. You only know what you can do if you try. So that is a superpower. And we have Page of Pumpkins. It wasn't reversed, but it is also the energy of new. A new offer, looking at something in a new way, looking at something with fresh eyes or a sense of curiosity of a child. Pages are children. So they have a lot of trust and curiosity, that type of thing, to try something new. Yeah, like it was upside down, but I almost feel like, be willing to kind of look at something differently, try something differently, see things differently, give a new perspective, try something new, be willing to look at things with a new fresh eye. That's our superpower this week. Angel blessings to everyone. Oceans of love.